got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
What is up, Jonathan?
Taylor, how in the world are you? I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks, it seemed like. Where have you been? What's going on? Tell me what's happening.
We talked yesterday.
Fill me in.
We spoke yesterday.
Well, we talked yesterday, but we haven't done any podcasts lately. It seemed like a long time for me. I don't know about you. But
You waited till we started to do the nose wipe?
I did. I'm sorry, but when you get to be my age, and that's a great thing to say because, people kind of leave you alone after you say something like that. When you get to be my age, things start to happen.
Like what?
Like your nose starts to run. You become rude to people.
That's true.
You feel like you're invincible. You feel like you have a short time left, and you got to say what you need to say.
That reminds me of you said being rude to people when you get old. I sent a meme to my sister earlier. And it was along those lines. It said, it was these older people coming out of the gates of a horse race. It says,
I've seen that one before. That's cute.
Boomers trying to be the first one to make a waitress cry after church. Let's out on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that too. We're pretty good at it.
Make them cry.
Yeah, but we don't like to make people cry.
Bring them to their knees.
No.
I've got a question for the listeners.
Oh, what is it?
The numbers aren't adding up.
Oh no.
What
numbers? What are you talking about?
I saw some family this weekend, and they mentioned how they all listen to the podcast.
Okay.
And then I talked to a friend last week, and he said, "Oh man, I love the podcast." And I kind of told him, like, the numbers just don't add up. We only have a handful who listen each week, and I just talked to like more than that number of people who said they listen.
Right.
And he's like, "No man, I love Snagged. I love your peeve of the week." So he got a pass. So he's our
he's in.
He's our listener of the week.
Ooh.
Alex Lee in Minnesota or Colorado. So
Alex Lee?
Alex Lee, I photographed his wedding in Telluride a couple of years ago, 4 years ago. And he was in town for a birthday party, and I saw him there. And
well, that's nice.
So he is our listener of the week.
Well, congratulations, Alex. Do we have anything for him, or do we need to send our what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
I lost my train of thought.
What happens when you get old?
That happens when you turn my age.
I really don't know. What were you going to
I was going to say that our intern can go and get something for him. And
yes, be on the lookout for something from somebody.
Yeah, be on the lookout for something. Does he know any good places to fish up there, possibly?
I don't know that he's a fisherman. He's a golfer.
Ooh.
But I don't know about fishing.
Too. You don't golf, do you?
I like to drive the golf cart. At Alex's brother-in-law's baby shower about a year ago, we went golfing.
Wait a minute. Alex's brother-in-law's baby shower.
So we were.
I got to do it.
So Alex's wife, her sister, she has a husband. You met him, Austin. He played quarterback at KU.
Oh, that's right. I did meet him.
So yeah, Austin,
nice couple. Very nice
couple. Yeah. So I saw him at their baby's first birthday party. But anyway, I forgot what you were asking. This is off to a hot start.
We were. We burnt. See how quickly we flame out.
Anyway, he had a baby shower for this daughter who just turned 1, and we went and played golf. But I just went to drive around and have a couple brewskis with the boys. So
I think you would be a great golfer. I really think with your physique,
my physique,
and your strength, you would be a great golfer, I think.
Since cardio is not your thing,
no,
you should try.
I would. We'd have golf carts full of beer.
Taylor, your physique isn't made for any sort of quick activity. So we think you could sit in a cart and swing a club every few minutes.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's fun getting out there and whacking that ball and gets a lot of stress out. It's a good stress reliever.
Speaking of audience
Yes.
and numbers,
Okay.
we have a new country alert.
Oh, no. Da, 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 da. What?
I think they might have just clicked on it by accident and that counted as a stream. But
We'll take accidents anytime.
I'm going to give you some hints. I need you to guess what this country is.
Okay. Austria,
No.
Italy, Germany, France,
One fun fact is
Belgium.
it's one of the happiest countries in the world.
Oh, that is, Greenland.
Mm-mm. Their language has no word for please.
Really?
So they're very, they want it now. Give it to me.
Norway,
Close.
Finland,
Close. They have the oldest flag in the world.
Denmark.
Yes.
Whoa. Somebody from Denmark actually listened to our podcast?
How do you say?
Fantastic. I'm just always amazed at this. I really am. Because every once in a while you'll come to me and say, hey, we had a new listener in Belgium or something. And I'm just blown away by that.
So to you, for our new listener, we should say, "Tak skal du have." Means thank you
Okay.
in Danish.
Say it again then.
Tak skal du have.
Okay.
We just want to say thanks for that.
Thank you very much. Thanks for saying that too.
You're welcome. More than 50% of people in Denmark ride their bikes to work.
That's correct.
That's correct. You can confirm.
I've heard that.
You sound like you know a lot about Denmark.
I don't know a great deal about it other than it's a very liberal country. Taxes are very high, but they're
happy.
They seem to be very happy, and they also have incredible services, like healthcare and things like that. Mental health care too.
I always get Denmark mixed up with the Netherlands or Dutch, the Dutch and the Danish.
Okay.
And the Danes and I just always mix up those areas. The Netherlands is the Dutch, right?
I believe so. Yes, I believe so. That'd be my final answer.
Yes.
See there?
Dutch. It's mountainous areas in what is now southern Germany. The Netherlands. Anyway, that's off topic. More listener facts.
Ooh, yes. I like these.
Well, I guess I don't have many facts, but so yeah, we have U.S., Mexico, France, Philippines, and Denmark now. Wow.
That's pretty exciting.
To
me, it's pretty exciting. I'm thrilled about all this. You told me, I guess it's been a week or two ago, that we had how many views on, what was it? Was it on it was just a short, I think, that you published and put out?
Yeah, we had one. I posted of you singing part of My Girl. Talking about wearing sunscreen on a cloudy day.
But that should have been a negative.
That had
mine is 12.
1.3 thousand views on YouTube.
1.3 thousand. My career is assured.
The one you were thinking of was the Microsoft one. It had 6.5 thousand views.
Yeah.
136 likes, some comments. But yeah, I talked to my family and they said they really enjoyed the lawn mowing one.
Okay.
The peer pressure with your neighbors and the shoes.
Uh-huh.
And I found out that a lot of them only watch the clips on Instagram and TikTok. They don't actually listen to the podcast.
Well, we need to get some advertising going for the clips.
And it's a lot of
we
work.
need to do a lot more clips then. Sounds like to me.
We'll get right on that, John.
Yeah, if we had an intern, we'd already be yelling at him to get it done.
Well, it is a lot of work to do it.
We've
got to say funnier stuff.
We do?
Yeah,
okay.
Otherwise no one's going to enjoy the things that we're sharing. So we got to be more relatable, John.
Okay, and what does that mean?
Just, you got to start bringing ideas. That's what everyone says.
No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach out to the audience, to all of our audience, and say, we need ideas.
That's
No. Excuse me. I need ideas. You're always coming up with a lot of good ideas.
And they're probably thinking, why are you podcasting then if you need our ideas?
Yeah, because we're the ones, we will be the vessel or the instrument to convey their ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
Sounds like we're just being lazy, John.
Sound like we are pretty lazy. I feel like I minister on TV in the morning or something.
So yeah, the Instagram Reels only have in the hundreds of views on those.
Okay.
So it's TikTok and YouTube that kind of took off more. So anyway, but they were just saying, yeah, they enjoyed watching the clips. They enjoyed the one of my aunt said she liked the one of you saying something about me being bald and fat, and you said you're not bald. She liked that one. Well,
that's a typical comedic line, you know.
Well, then she enjoyed
when you're handed it to you.
And then I cornered you and asked for, I don't know what you meant by that, and you couldn't answer it. So
no, I couldn't.
It made you uncomfortable.
Yeah, I did. I was very, very uncomfortable. Went home and cried that night.
You know what's making me cry lately?
Long drive home from TBB Studios.
You know what's making me cry lately?
Uh-oh, what?
The heat.
It's been pretty hot.
It's been hot. We've needed that rain that we got.
We did. We got the nice rain here this week, and it's kind of cooled it off just a bit in that it's, what is it, the 70s and lower 80s now. But the humidity isn't as high.
But
man,
it's not the heat, the humidity that'll get you.
Yep. And it's supposed to get way up there this weekend.
And tell the listeners what you're doing this weekend.
Well, what this weekend we're doing, we'll be doing the Great Car Show at the Liberty Memorial, and we have over 300 cars that are going to be there. And it's kind of a yearly fundraiser for us. And it's just a lot of fun where people get together and show off their cars and talk about cars and things about cars and how they got their cars and that sort of thing.
But the special part is it's going to be about 100 degrees.
It's going to be 98. It's supposed to be 98 degrees.
And you said you're working 5 a.m. to maybe 5 p.m.
Well, I don't think it's going to be that long, but yeah, we'll start the early morning shift to get it set up, and I think once it gets going, we can kind of sneak out of there and head home. At least that's my intent.
Well, yesterday you mentioned to me being there at 5, and the thing will probably get over around 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
3. It quits at 3.
Well, yeah, and then you thought you might be leaving at 4 or 5 after you're done cleaning up. And I was telling Janelle that, and she said, he should not be doing that. And I said, you're right. And I texted Mary Alice and said, we're concerned about John doing this. So that she tattled on me.
Well, yeah, she did. She ratted on me. Ratted on you, anyway. She said, that Taylor guy emailed me again.
It was a text.
And he's concerned about you going to this car show thing. Well, there's not much I can do about it. I've already committed to it. And
well, you can back out of it.
No, I
not
can't
safe
back
for
out
you.
of it. No, she's Taylor. I know what my limitations are, and that's not. And if something is going to be amiss, I'll back away from it.
And then I told you, fine, I'm not going to your funeral.
That'd be fine.
You said you're not invited.
I didn't invite you anyway.
Dang it.
Darn it.
Shoot.
I was hoping I could sing.
Had the youth sing. My girl.
Bring back my girl. Smokey.
Yeah, I was going to sing a special. I had a eulogy written out for you.
Oh, what? Why? I'm not gone yet. No need to put that in practice.
Here lies the...
Wait a minute. Did you do an AI thing?
Oh, I should. An AI eulogy?
Yeah. Wonder what that'd be like.
No,
let's not do it.
No?
I don't know. No, that's not. It's not good luck. That's not. At least
bad,
it wouldn't be for me.
It's
anyway.
bad juju to make your eulogy before you're gone.
Yeah, really. Here I am reading it and it's still kicking around.
Yeah. Speaking of eulogies, did you watch the debate?
I did.
It's been a couple weeks ago now, but
Yeah.
that was interesting.
It was very interesting.
We're kind of doomed.
You know,
We don't have to talk about who we're going to vote for or not.
no, we're not, and I'm not going to do that.
But I think we can both agree that we don't love either option.
No, I don't. I'm very disappointed with both candidates, and I'm saddened in the fact that we only have these two to choose from.
I think that they both may have been smart at some point. Smart people, good people, best people, but they're just not in their prime. And I feel like you could go to any workplace, any college, and handpick one person at least in each building that would be a better fit for making decisions for our country.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
So
We definitely do. Being the age that I am, I can see some of the limitations. And, let's face it, that's the most powerful office in the world. And it's the most demanding office or position in the world. And, we need somebody that's going to be mentally sharp at all times, not just specific times.
Yeah.
That's my only thought. That's what my takeaway on all that was.
Yeah, neither one really looks like I don't know, maybe one more than the other, but looks like a strong public figure, like a good representation of our country.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one is a felon, and the other one is just not really as with it. But
There.
either way, not a lot of great options there.
No, there isn't. Like I said, I'm saddened by the fact we only have these two to choose from.
So you want to write your name in?
Do a write-in?
Yeah, you're at least
We could do a write-in for John Ryan, President of the United States.
You're at least 6 years younger than Trump, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I'm still younger.
Yeah, I mean that's
my mental acuity is at what? I don't know how do they rate that? Is it like 50 or something? Or
I don't know what that means. So mine's probably 6.
Yeah, mine's probably 2.
Yeah, he's 78, Trump. So you got a few years.
Yeah, he's a few years older than I am. But
do you have a good Trump impression?
I don't. I haven't learned his voice yet.
You haven't learned it?
No, I have not.
Hmm.
That's a good piece for me to work on. How about Biden? Do you know? Can you do Biden very well?
Yeah, let me put my face on.
Okay, Biden face.
Ask me a question about something that you ask about in a debate.
Mr. President, do you think you're too old to be holding this next office?
Listen, healthcare is important to me, and whatever he just said is a bunch of malarkey. He's got the age of an alley cat.
He's a liar. Very good. Very, very good. Okay.
My favorite part was when they'd say, like, what are your thoughts on lowering childcare costs in the country? This guy can't golf. Terrible golfer. Terrible president. Worst president.
Worst president ever.
Worst all time. I've been the best, historically speaking. Look at the record.
What does he call him? Crooked Joe Biden. Crooked Joe Biden. Yeah, he's worst president ever.
I'll golf him. I've 6 handicap.
Yep.
I just want to
challenge him to a round of golf.
Just want an open championship, not senior. Regular championship, 6 under. So,
and I'll donate $1 million to any one of his charities if I lose.
Is that your Trump impression?
I don't know.
Oh. Anyway, great debate. Huge win. He's done. I saw someone went up to him at a golf course and interviewed him without him knowing, and he had some things to say about Biden and how he just demolished him apparently. But it's sad either way.
It's sad to me that they've gone to the gutter on just about every comment that they make, in that the way they address one another and call each other and what they call each other. I don't know what happened to civility.
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad it had gotten. I knew it was bad, but until they showed a throwback of the 2012 debate with Romney and Obama, and Romney got up there and he said, like, welcome, President Obama. Thanks for being here. I know it's your anniversary and you could be other places better. And they would like compliment each other's responses and they were civil and shook hands.
Right.
And this one was just,
oh, this is just,
he crapped his pants.
I know,
I'm a good golfer.
yeah,
Great businessman.
this is just, street fighting kind of stuff.
That's malarkey. That's a bunch of, he's an alley cat. So, yeah, it's sad. No matter which side you like.
I know. Regardless if you're Republican or Democrat, I think everyone can agree that this is just not right. It's not fun.
Yeah. So, I guess this will have come out 2 weeks after 4th of July, but did you have a good 4th of July?
I did. It was really a lot of fun. We had a good time.
Did you light fireworks?
We always light fireworks from my house, yes.
I heard you had to do a change of venue, though.
We did. We did a change of venue. We went from, we used to have the whole family come over to our house on the 4th of July and we'd grill out. And one of the traditions was we'd always go to lunch up at Houlihan's. And then we would go out to the Wald Company and buy all kinds of aerial fireworks. Well, this year we had to do it a little differently because Kathleen is the one that hosted it, Kathleen and Chris, and because the grandkids wanted to swim and Kathleen has a pool, and so we decided to have fireworks at her house. But the city of Leawood, Kansas, is extremely strict when it comes to fireworks. And so what we had to do is we had to change our purchases this year. And so instead of going with a lot of aerial type things that I like, we had to go with more fountains and more things that are just kind of lower to the ground. So we didn't have a lot of people calling going, there's a whole bunch of aerial fireworks going off in Leawood.
It's the old man's fault.
Yeah. Then the Leawood police would show up and,
Oh, you didn't turn your phone off?
Did I?
You didn't hear that just now?
No.
It wasn't heaven calling for you.
Really? I wonder who it was.
It was the angels.
It's the angels.
It's your back door.
There's a person at our front door, as a matter of fact. We'll have to do a segment on that because this Ring doorbell and Ring camera thing I like it a lot. I mean, it's very beneficial, but it drives me insane because it's constantly telling you there's someone at your front door. There's someone to walk by. And we live on a very narrow street. And so consequently, the Ring doorbell will pick up cars going up and down the street.
I think we discussed this because you just seem so very ungrateful for my installation of a camera on your
No,
garage.
absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Best camera, great position, wonderful video.
It was.
High security, best security, really.
Well, it's after the fact security, but
Well, you chose to not buy the subscription to monitor
I did.
it.
I cheaped out on the thing, and I'm not going to spend $3.50 a month on something like that.
But anyway, when Mary Alice comes home, there's a ring at the doorbell when a car drives by.
Right.
There's one at the back door. She gets out of the car, another
Right.
one. Gets her groceries out, another one.
Right.
And then she'll go to the front door to get mail, another
Right.
one.
Another one. And then then she has to go out and water the flowers in the back. So, we get 15, 20 gallons worth of back and forth, filling the tanks and watering the flowers. And so that sets the alarm off in the back. So
what did you mean by John beat the city of Leawood?
Oh, what happened is instead of doing aerials this year, we spent all of our time and effort on lower level things, such as a variety of different types of fountains that would only go up maybe 6, 8, 10 feet maybe.
Oh, so you beat them by just doing the smaller stuff?
By just doing the smaller stuff. They didn't even know I was there.
Wow. You were stealth mode.
We went stealth on this
You were
thing.
Navy SEAL.
We were. We just had a great time. But I'm going to change it up next year because when I was out at Walls, I did see one when fireworks, you can do these big boxes of shells that go up in the air and explode, and just really, really pretty kind of thing. They had one out there that had 600 shots to it. So can you imagine 600 of those things going over? I can't wait for next year. This is going to be so much fun. And what we'll have to do is probably go up to, we live real close to Southwest High School, and everybody goes up there and shoots off fireworks in the old track area in the old field. And so that's what we'll have to do it next year.
Well, I'll let you pay for all of it, and I'll just watch from a distance.
Okay, that'll be fine. That's what happens every year.
I mean, I'd rather be the one to keep my arms safe and not spend the money.
Yeah, you're not kind of a big fireworks guy, are you?
No, we went to Council Bluffs with my family,
or
to see family,
Yeah.
and they had sparklers.
Everybody doing okay?
Yes.
All doing well? Good.
And we had sparklers. My mom bought them, and Shane bought them. And my mom said, Taylor, can you light these? And Quinn's too afraid. Can you show her how it's done? And I had to put my brave face on and do it. I don't like sparklers.
I had to go big boy on this one,
I
right?
put my big boy pants on, and I lit that. And
how'd that work out for you?
Good.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple were duds. We couldn't get them to light.
Yeah.
But, my nieces seemed very impressed. And
ooh, well, that's what counts. That's the important thing.
Just Uncle Taylor was just the bravest boy in the whole neighborhood.
Cool, the cool uncle.
Mm-hmm.
The cool uncle. Isn't he kind of the only uncle?
No, she's got another one.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
On Shane's side, but he's much more of a man than I'll ever be. So
well, you never know.
She'll probably go back to school and tell all of her friends how much her uncle lit.
Oh yeah.
Sparklers. So big success.
Sparklers are always kind of, and those sparklers are always a rite of passage for kids, and that you're going to get burnt. I mean, it's going to happen. One way or the other is going to happen. Just hope it's not too severe.
But my parents, their house backs up to a big open field for now, while their other houses were being built, and they had a good view of like 4 different displays going on. So that was fun.
Those are always fun. Yeah.
There was no music coordination to it, but just sang my own songs. And
speaking of which, they have these things so down pat now that and it's all tied to computerization and all that as far as shooting off these different fireworks. I remember when the girls were born in 1976.
You did gender reveal with fireworks?
No, we didn't. We did not. The girls were born July 1st, and it was July 7th, July 6th. That
you'll get it.
Yeah, I'll get it. But it was 1776.
That's when they were born?
No, that's not when they were born, but it was the anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So in any event, they had the Boston Pops Orchestra that played for the fireworks show in Washington, D.C. And it was spectacular. I mean, it was just one of the neatest, coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
You don't throw that word around lightly either.
No, I don't.
Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Went to the zoo while we were in Omaha.
Oh, did you? That's always a fun place.
It was just all right.
What?
It had to be the busiest I've ever seen it before in my life.
Really?
They moved the College World Series years ago downtown, and they leveled the stadium and made that all parking lot for the zoo. And the entire lot was full. There were cars parked in the grass medians.
Oh, man.
It was just chaos. I have to sneeze.
I remember we went to when the kids were young, when the grandkids were young, we went up there too. We took a weekend and we went up there and had a great time. It was really a lot of fun.
It's gotten even better, but I just forgot how much I hate being in crowds. And first thing we did was walk straight to the aquarium, and it was just shoulder to shoulder the whole way. People like stepping on your heels, and worst nightmare for me. I hate it. And walked
God,
in.
you are turning into an old man so quick.
It's not an old man. I just get
No, you are.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
I get claustrophobic, and I hate being in crowds. Like, I don't love going to concerts when you have to stand with next to people. And
Oh, yeah, we've been to concerts before. We didn't.
well, yeah, we had seats, but I just don't
Yeah.
like being shoulder to shoulder. People like moving and getting your
Oh,
way.
okay.
And
All right. Yeah.
don't like that.
Okay.
So we're in there looking at jellyfish, and there's just people all over the place. People who walk slow on the one side and slow on the other side, just stand in the middle, and let's keep it moving, people. Faster lines, great lines.
Here we go. I love it.
So finally got out of there, and I was just sweating bullets. I was just ready to get out of there.
You must have been going crazy in your head.
Yeah.
I mean, it must have been. The people upstairs must have been yelling and screaming at you on this one. What are you doing bringing me here?
Yeah.
So,
Excuse me. But yeah, we walked around the entire zoo. We were there for 5 hours.
mm-hmm.
Saw some baby elephants. That was cool.
Yeah. Well, that's a world class zoo.
World class.
World class.
And what else did we do? It was just pretty warm, so that was unfortunate. It was okay, but
Yeah.
had some Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots.
You remember Dippin'
Oh,
Dots?
the ice cream things?
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Little
great.
Ice cream ball things.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Those are always good.
Alyssa and Shane said they've been to the San Diego Zoo a couple times.
Ooh, that's another world class one.
They said it was much better than Omaha, and I said, why? And they said, well, first of all, they serve beer.
Oh.
So you can have walk-around beers at the
Well,
San
yeah,
Diego Zoo.
that's a very good point.
So that would do it for me. A nice
Yeah.
Coors Light, Bush Light, walking around the zoo would have.
Sure.
Hey, elephants, look over here.
Hey.
Look at you. Hey, you
Come in, Mr.
chimpanzees.
Kangaroo. Oh, what are you? Are you a lion? What? Well, I'm not.
Hey, look at that baboon. He's got a butt. I'll have another one. Please put on my tabs. So that was fun. And what else did we do? Just kind of hung out at their house.
Yeah.
Parker's getting around. She's running around and doing all sorts of fun stuff. Not talking a ton, but
Does she say the word no a lot?
she does say no.
Yeah.
She'll do things and then kind of tattle on herself. She'll like, I forget what Elsa said she did. She like drew on something or did something in the other room and came over and said, no. And she kind of like told on herself.
God, you gotta love those little people.
But yeah, Quinn is very smart.
How old is Quinn now?
Oh gosh.
Don't want to put you on the
She's going
spot.
to be 7 in September.
Wow.
September
Wow.
9th, I want to say.
I can remember when she was born.
Yeah, you got her a little blanket.
Yeah, a blankie.
But yeah, she's kind of all grown up. She's got her front tooth growing in. So that was fun.
Wow.
I think I mentioned it before, but she's got a TV show obsession that whenever she wants to watch TV, we're kind of sitting around. Can we turn on Is It Cake? Have you seen this show?
I have not seen this. Is this one of those cooking,
It is. It's
baking
on
kind of shows?
Netflix. I think it's on Netflix exclusively, but these contestants will, they'll have to make a cake. Well, I think they have to guess which one's on the stage are cake, and then they get tasked with making their own cakes that look like something else, and people have to guess which one is theirs and which one is not cake. So she loves it.
Okay.
But she did go to cooking class a couple months ago, so maybe that's her.
Does she like to cook, or it's
You
a
know,
little hard to tell when you're 7?
She
But
didn't make us anything this past
she didn't?
trip. No. So Shane has a new piece of damage to his truck. So it's not just my damage, it's the last.
Okay. All right.
So since I scratched the side on the trash can at In-N-Out.
What do you mean scratched it?
Scratched it.
You
I
wrecked it. I mean, the
wrecked
side of it was just like all trashed and
totaled
beat
it.
up. And, the place, I'm sure it was totaled. And Shane took the insurance money and, did something with that. So
As he does.
we won't go down that road. But.
So after that time in March, he 2 weeks later got hit. They did a hit and run at the hospital parking lot.
Oh, no.
And then
What would they do in the hospital?
Quinn had the stomach flu and Shane had the stomach flu.
Oh.
and he had to take her, but he was throwing up on the way as well.
Oh, no.
He was inside with her, and someone hit his car in the parking lot.
Oh, no.
So, but yeah, his paint is peeling off his front bumper for no reason. So he's really excited about that.
Yeah.
Also, seeing their car just is one thing that is kind of I'm not excited about for kids. Is having just a trashed back seat. Just
little kids can't do that to
food
cars.
crusted into things, and
Gee, man, you find things in there that you never thought little people would have or would be putting in their mouths or spitting out of their mouths.
Quinn had her art collection on the window, all of her stickers that she had put on there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that part if we ever have kids, is keeping up with that.
Yeah.
It's the good with the bad.
Yep.
One random thought that I had this week
What's that?
is the phrase "just follow me" has never really worked well for me. And I thought, just give me a meeting spot and directions and I'll be there.
I know you hate to follow anybody.
It's just never, it's never impressive when you're just like, oh, well, it's a mile away. Well, just follow me.
Just follow me. Yeah.
It never works out because the person will run a yellow light.
Right.
It's like, maybe just slow down and like let me follow you. And
Right. Driving habits are entirely different than what yours are.
we had a video shoot for work last week and we were at the first spot and the girl said, just follow me there. So I followed her the whole way. And at the last second, she did a double lane change right before a stoplight and I couldn't get over in time and it was a red light. And
Oh.
so then I had to do a full 4-mile loop around this area to get back and just give me directions.
Yeah. Give me an address.
What's the big idea?
Yeah. Google that bad boy. You're in.
Bad boy.
Yeah.
So that was frustrating, but we got there.
Good. How was the shoot, by the way? You had one last week, you say?
Well, it was a video shoot for something at work that I was helping with.
Okay. But all right.
Nothing too exciting.
Is that part of Taylor Atkinson Photography?
It is
That is
not.
a major sponsor
Nope.
for.
It is not.
For the
It's not.
Real
It's
Bud
not.
podcast. It is. It is a.
I did not do any work for video for work with that. No.
Okay. All right. But you still are a major sponsor for the Real Buds podcast. Are you not?
Sure.
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 Okay.
Do you want to go over your snag of the week? That wasn't even my snag. That was just a random
I don't think. Oh, I think that my snag of the week is rude people.
Oh, rude people?
Rude and snarly people.
What brought this up?
Well, I don't know. I was just, I forget what it was, but I was somewhere, and it would seem to be a young, opinionated upstart, and they just kind of get rude.
They probably had their AirPods in, huh?
They had AirPods in. They were kind of bebopping it, and
They probably had purple hair,
well, no, I didn't see purple.
random piercings.
Oh, yeah, plenty of those. Wow.
You walked up and you made them get off their phone to help you out.
I did, yeah, because all I wanted was a cup of coffee, but that didn't happen.
Where was this?
I think it was at one of the major coffee companies.
You went to a Starbucks?
I went to a major coffee company.
When was this?
Not naming names.
Like a drive-through you went through?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't usually do that, do you?
No, usually not. But I was kind of hankering for a really good stiff cup of coffee. For some reason, I don't know why.
It must have been like the day after 4th of July.
I think it may have been.
I think everyone needed that.
Yeah, everybody needed that jolt in the morning.
You had 16 hot dogs just mulling in your stomach. And,
I wanted to try my own luck at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
we should make some hot coffee with all the hot dog remains in our stomach.
See how
Some
that
potato
works.
salad, some macaroni, and 12 beers.
Going back to the Nathan's thing again, I don't know how they do that.
It's disgusting.
To me, it is.
The worst part to me, you want to know what it is?
What's that?
People who dip the buns, they'll eat the buns separate from the hot dogs, and they'll dip the buns in water, and then they'll make them soggy, so it's easier to go down.
Yeah.
And then they just shove it in their face, and there's just hot dog water going down their shirt. They wear white Nathan's T-shirts, but they end up pink because of all the hot dog juice.
I can't. I don't understand. Well, first of all, I understand why they do it because of the money, but
Love the game.
the love of the game.
It's a free meal.
Yeah, but I mean, it has to make you feel absolutely awful.
Well, Well, the girl who won ate 51. 51. I haven't eaten 51 hot dogs in my life.
Oh, I don't think you're right. I don't think I've eaten a 51 hot dog.
51. How many calories do you think are in?
I don't know. That's a good Google.
Probably.
It's more than 10.
That's a good guess.
And then, let alone the following day, but the next 24 to 48 hours are, it really dependent upon how you're going to feel and what's going to happen with your body.
So a hot dog with bun is 270 calories, which is not as much as I thought it would be.
Wow, 270 times what? How many do they have? 51?
So 13,770 calories.
God. I mean, that should kill you right off the bat.
Which is a week's worth of calories. Just in hot dogs.
In one day.
But all the people up there, most of them are like fit. Like they're not just huge people like me.
Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that they're not
I couldn't look.
Pleasantly plump or fat or anything like that.
What?
I didn't call you anything like that.
I couldn't even look at a hot dog for probably 3 years after that.
I couldn't either. I couldn't even look at it after watching the commercial for Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
But I saw one guy I think was dipping his buns, hot dog buns, in Kool-Aid. It was like a red drink.
Ooh.
And then they were all red and he was just shoving them in. Someone else was drinking Sprite instead of water, which would really mess me up because that would bloat you up.
It should bloat you up and sugary.
Ugh. Add another 10,000 calories.
I don't know. It's just not worth it to me.
It
depends on what the prize is. How much is the prize? I think it's like $100,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's some big number, I think.
Quinn kept saying she wanted to turn it on, and then I would turn it on, and she would just kind of, this is gross to you. But it was kind of an asterisk tournament eating championship because Joey Chestnut was not in it.
No, he was not. He was he was banned from it.
It was $10,000 was the
prize money? Oh, I thought it was a lot more than that.
Ugh. Is it worth it?
No, I don't think it is.
To feel like garbage for at least a week?
Oh, at least.
Puking up.
I think there's all
hot
kinds.
Dog
I
casing.
think there's a lot of things that were happening to people the next few days after that one.
Did they do interviews afterwards? I didn't hear it, but what was going through your mind as you were going up there?
But they all sound like, oh my God, I don't know what.
Where's the porta potty?
Yeah. Is there an Ori around?
Curse you, Nathan. But yeah, Joey Chestnut signed with a vegan hot dog company, so he was disqualified.
Was it disqualified or just booted from the thing?
Both, I guess.
Yeah.
So
there was quite a controversy over that as to why he was booted.
Yeah.
But then didn't he hold his own or something like that? I think it was.
I heard something about him and Kobayashi having a tournament on Netflix or something.
Yeah, I think they did, and I think he probably got a lot of money for doing his very own network thing.
Yeah.
And I think he ate 58 hot dogs.
His was more than the winner this year. I think ate maybe 58, but Joey Chestnut had eaten like 73 before.
God, I can imagine.
How long would it take for you to be able to kiss your wife again if she just got done scarfing down 51 hot dogs? Could you kiss her like that afternoon?
Well, sure I would, but
she'd smell like hot dog water.
Well, but love is love,
Oh, I don't think I could be within a 3-foot radius of Janelle after she.
Oh, come on, Taylor.
For at least 5 business days.
Janelle, if you eat a hot dog contest, if you enter a hot dog contest, I will not be around you for 5 days.
Well, if there's one.
Where's the next contest?
Promise? If there's one thing, I know you don't eat much of anything, but if there's one thing that you.
There is. I do. I eat a lot of stuff.
What?
Huh?
What?
I eat a lot of chicken. I'm kind of a chicken guy for some reason.
Well, you'll get like 3 pieces of chicken.
Well, so.
But if you had to enter a competition to save your family, they said you've got to win a food eating competition. What would you choose? Like, what gave you the best chance of winning? What food product?
Oh, I don't know. M&Ms.
M&M's. It's probably
Yeah.
a thing. Just a handful at a time.
Just a handful at a time, yeah.
Anything else? Any like actual food?
I don't know if there's any actual food. I don't even know if I'd do something like that.
Oh, you let your family perish?
Why? What
I said
what planet
if
are you
someone
coming
came
from?
up to you and said, you have to win an eating competition of some food of your choice or your family is donezo, what would you choose?
I don't know. Bacon, maybe?
Bacon?
Yeah. Bacon's always good. You can always
You would lose just your body. Your frame is not conducive to winning food eating
No,
competition.
it's not. I don't think they would ask me. I think they would find some other guy to do that.
Carrots, celery.
Yeah. Celery.
As long as it's got peanut butter on it.
Radishes. Oh.
Ants on a log. Need the little raisins on the top.
Raisins.
I mean, the people have seen me eat wings, so they know I could put some of those away.
We did do a segment, didn't we not, on the wings?
I think we might have.
We did
Ring
do
some
a segment.
bells.
Yeah, rings some bells, doesn't it?
I actually had wings last night for the
Did
first
you?
time, maybe since
Okay.
then. I could do some pizza.
I've never seen you cry until you ate those wings.
Well, there was one time I told you not to tell anybody about it.
Shh, 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 shh. Quiet, quiet.
It was a really good episode of The Bachelor. Speaking of which, The Bachelor Ed is back on.
Oh, goody.
We'll have to give
You're not
our
going to make me
predictions.
watch that thing again, are you?
I'm not going to make you watch until The Golden Bachelorette is
Oh,
on.
no, I don't want to do that again. That
Oh,
was just...
Breaking news.
Oh,
That couple divorced already. From
surprise.
Bachelor.
You're kidding me.
Nope, they're gone.
Wow. Were they part of divorce court on TV? No, but they should have been.
I don't know. Turns out they weren't compatible. And it's not good to find out what the other person does for a career the night before you propose to him.
What do they do?
I don't know, nothing bad, but he just was asking very basic questions about her pretty late in the game.
Oh, wow.
So you have children, no? Next episode, I'll have to do another dramatic reading.
Okay, we can do that.
Next episode, you wanted to talk about proper cowboy hat etiquette.
Ooh, cowboy hat etiquette. Yeah, I started getting into this thing, and because we thought we might do it this week, but there's just so much to it that I never realized, because there's proper cowboy etiquette for men and for women.
Cowgirls?
Cowgirls. Cowboys and cowgirls. So we're doing research on that. We'll kind of bring that up to everybody or next week.
Alex is probably screaming at his radio right now because Taylor didn't do his snag of the week yet. You didn't ask me.
Taylor, what's your snag of the week this week?
Oh, John, thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
My snag of the week, I have two. Surprise. I'm a bitter person.
One for me? Because I didn't have one.
You did. You said...
I know, rude, snarly people
Yeah. First one...
with tattoos and ear piercings and God only knows what other kind of piercings.
How are they rude to you? Can you give the example? Like you said, hi.
What?
Well, let me guess. You pulled up to Starbucks and you said, hi, can I get a small hot coffee? And they're like...
What kind of coffee do you want?
They probably said, do you mean grande or tall? I don't know, the 16 ounce. So tall. Or so grande.
Yeah. You're kind of doing it here,
Didn't
buddy.
use the right size name.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, you want sweetener? No, I said black. Okay, do you want any sugar? No, black. It'll be $17. Please pull forward. Are you a Starbucks rewards member?
Yeah, I know.
A what? Starbucks rewards. Forget it.
And then you give them your credit card, and the next thing you know, there's a little card in front of you going tip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't ask that there, though, so that's nice.
I know they don't, but
But it was Starbucks you went to?
Mhm.
We're going to call them.
no, we're not. We're going to leave them alone.
Tell that
We just
purple-haired
won't go to them again.
little meanie. They're going to feel your wrath. You're not going to
They
give
are.
them your
I'm
business
just,
anymore.
I'm tired of their rudeness and snarliness. Quit being snarly. Be nice to people.
Where is the one that you went to?
I'm not
Okay.
going to go there.
My snagged is
Oh,
people who
sorry.
post on social media and they'll say, quote, do I know anybody who is a blank? Like, do I know anyone who's a plumber? Do I know anyone who's a foundation repair specialist.
Right.
And
Okay.
it bugs me because if you were actually that good of friends with them, you would know what they did and you would know who to reach out to.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any friends who train tortoises to do ballet dancing? I don't know, Bethany.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Do I have any?
It's getting deep.
Do I have any best friends out there who specialize in hip hop dance routines? If you knew them, you would know if they were or not. So that's my first one. I saw a couple this week that's just like, any one of my friends do this? I don't know. Maybe if you're expecting some sort of discount, then you would have already known by now.
Yeah.
So, first pet peeve. Second one, I did the unthinkable.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I got out of the shower, dried off, put a shirt on for work, and I realized I didn't dry my back. And it ruined my whole day.
What? How can it ruin your whole day?
I put a shirt on and I just stuck to my back. It's disgusting.
You didn't have time to change?
No.
Or you just opted not to
I just
change?
kept the shirt on and
Okay,
left.
you opted for no change then.
So Mr. Wet Shirt.
Okay, and Mr. Wet Shirt serves you right. You could have changed.
I guess I'll end with one special question for you.
Okay, what's up?
So would you rather? I heard this on Barstool Sports today.
Oh, you did? Okay.
They said, or I guess it was not would you rather, but how long of a prison sentence would you have to get sentenced to before you chose between two doors? Behind one door, you could walk free, and the other door, you would go straight to the death penalty. Like, you would just get the electric chair. So, like, at what point, if you were in there, John, we're sentencing you to 1 year in prison. You probably
1 year?
Yeah, you'd probably wait that out and you would serve your sentence. But
Yeah.
if it was like 50 years, I'm guessing at your age, at some point, you would probably say, I'm not going to live to 124.
No, I'm not.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to choose the door. But you've got a 50-50 chance of picking the door that is either the one you get out free or
so you don't know which one it's going to be.
you don't.
Ooh.
I guess you probably wouldn't choose the electric chair door, but
No, I wouldn't want to, but
so at your age, I guess, how long would your sentence have to be before you would just choose the door?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
And you'd give it a 50-50 shot at life
6
or death?
weeks, maybe.
24 hours? What would you actually say?
I don't know. It would probably have to be
10 years?
Yeah.
So I should have an
Somewhere in
answer
that
for you.
5 to 10.
Yeah. Mine would probably be 20 to 30.
Yeah, you'd have to be 20 to 30, your age.
My ripe age.
Your ripe old age is.
Because you'd get out at 55 or 65.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
then
could still have a life.
You could. But I'd never retire. I'd work at an Ace Hardware until I died. And I'd be that weird dude who works at Ace Hardware until they're 90.
What weird dude? Where does this weird dude come from?
I don't know.
Apparently you had to run in with a weird dude.
He can't even mix paint. What's he
Weird
good for?
Weird dude or weird lady? We've
Yeah,
had weird ladies at Ace Hardware.
So if you, yeah, I've always wondered too, people who, have you heard of a parlay bet before?
Yeah.
So you know what that is?
I know what it is, yeah.
So people who put like 5 different bets on one thing, and people who are down to the final one, they've already hit the first. I've seen some who are like 13 bets, and the last one was like the Oklahoma City Thunder to win the NBA championship.
Yeah.
And that's what their bet was. So their whatever, they could cash out for like $200,000, or their bet would win them like $800,000. Would you cash out on that, or would you hope that you would win?
Well, again, it goes back to my age, and I'd take what I can get right off the bat. I mean, $200,000 is a lot of money.
I don't know the exact numbers, but this guy had like 7 or 8 things that went right, and there's
Really?
one left. But it was the Thunder to win the championship, and they still had like 2 series left to win. And I don't know if you ever cashed out, but I think you'd be kicking yourself if you didn't. You had nothing to show for it.
Yeah, something's better than nothing,
Well,
$200,000 is $200,000,
well, that was episode 40.
Always a good episode. It was
Made it to
fun.
an even number.
I liked it. Good episode.
What was channel 40 when you were when you last had a TV?
Channel 41 is what we had.
What was 40? Did you have that?
We didn't have 40.
I think 40 was ABC Family for us.
Was it?
That used to be a network.
Okay.
39 was BET. 41 was A&E.
Ooh.
No, 38 was A&E.
Oh, wait a minute. You're talking cable stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure 40 is something, and I don't know what it is.
It was a good one.
Whatever it is, it's probably something I just kind of click through.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you want to end with your closing remark?
Closing remark is just be nice to people.
That's not your remark.
It is a remark.
That's not what we agreed on.
Well, what did we agree on?
You got something more pertinent that's very relevant to your situation this weekend.
I do?
Wear your sunscreen.
Wear your sunscreen, yes.
And I say, make sure you clean your lens before you take a picture on your phone.
Yes.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.